Hey challengers, welcome to your first week. Day 4, I believe that you are on. Some of you may be on a different day if you started on Tuesday, but anyway, still the first week. Way to go. I'm very proud of you for accepting this challenge. It's not one that is easy, as you have found out, but it's definitely one that will be worth it. If you can stick out these 6 weeks, 5.5 now, you will see some amazing results, and you will change the way that you eat. It will change the food that you crave. You will have boundless energy. You will feel all of those things that most of you have told me that you wanted to feel in your consults. If you want to change the way that you feel in your body, be comfortable in your skin, have more energy. Remember all those things you told me about in your one-on-one consults, some of you I haven't met with. You have to change things, and it's not going to be easy, and definitely there's going to be some resistance. So if you can work through those resistances, if you can work on doing what you need to do in order to see the changes you want, you're going to be very successful, and you are going to be very pleased with your results. So here I am stuck in my bedroom with really poor lighting because we only have about an 800 square foot house, and my boys are out there being really noisy, and the only other room I can do it in is the bathroom. So here we are. Now I just want to touch on a couple of things here before I get too far into this. Just got to grab my piece of paper. A little bit of stuff going on the Facebook page, which is awesome because that is where we are all going to learn so much of our information. If you're not on the Facebook page yet, you need to certainly let me know so that I can make sure that you are on it. A couple of things. Yes, the tea and the honey, not honey, the tea and the lemon water are very important, as I've explained on the page. All of these things I've explained on the challenge page, but I will just go through them again with you right now really quickly. The green tea helps you to burn fat, and it's also going to help fill your tummy and give you lots of really wonderful nutrients and that sort of thing that the green tea has. So it's important to drink the green tea. It's important to drink the lemon water in warm water, if at all possible, because that's going to help keep you regular, because some of you might find that your bowels don't move as easily as you think they should, especially if you're scrimping out on the vegetables. So the tea and the lemon water are both very vital to the program. You need to eat plenty. If you're still hungry, eat more. Eat more vegetables and eat more protein. Don't increase the fruit or the breads, please, or the starchy carbs. Eat what is given there, but if you're still hungry, please eat more protein and vegetables. I don't have everything listed. I will add a revision out to the allowable foods, things you can add on. The greens are important, and I know some of you are getting really tired of salads already. Day 4, I've explained on there that the greens are very important, not only to as scrapers, but a lot of our greens have some really amazing vitamins and minerals in it that we might be lacking. So it's very important to get your greens in whatever form you can. If you have to throw some Swiss chard, spinach, kale, or whatever into your soups, go for it. I add Swiss chard, kale, and spinach to almost everything that I do in terms of stir fries, or I'll throw frozen kale and frozen spinach into my smoothies in the morning. Definitely into my omelets. This morning there was zucchini, onions, and spinach and beet greens in my omelet. So don't be scared to use your greens, because greens make you lean. Colored vegetables are good too. There's lots of nutrients in there. I'm not saying that we're not allowed to eat those ever again, because that would be silly. My point is, on this program, what we're trying to do, and I'll explain it in another post on the Facebook page, we are trying to reduce your dependency on sweet things, sugar, fruit, sweet vegetables. for right now, because that's going to help you down the road when 7 weeks from now, when you go to eat those things, hopefully you don't even really care for them anymore. We're putting you into fat burning by taking away your simple carbs and some of your complex carbs in the first 3 days. We're trying to get you into that fat burning state so that your body, when it's searching for an energy source and it doesn't find it in the food that you've eaten in terms of carbs, it's going to first look at your protein and make sure if you eat a lot of protein, so it leaves your lean muscle alone, the only other place it can go for its for its energy is your stored body fat. That's what we're trying to do here. So if you're eating foods, if you're eating too much fat, if you're eating foods that have sugar or higher sugar content in it, your body's going to rely on that. It's going to zip out of the fat burning mode and put you back into a fat storing mode. So that's what we're trying to do here. There's a science behind it. I'm not doing it just to be mean, I promise you. So eat your greens. Greens make you lean. Gum is okay, but if you look on a pack of gum, there's usually 1 to 2 grams of carbs per serving. Those are simple carbs. Carbs that our body doesn't need. So 1 to 2 gums a day. What I often will do is take 2 gums out and I will split them in half. So I can chew it 4 times a day, but I am still only having 2 pieces of gum because it's a little carbs here and there and here and there and here and there that add up before we know it. In terms of the vegetable carbs, we need carbs. We can't go carb free. That's not what we're trying to do here. What I'm trying to do here is teach you the difference between a simple carb and a complex carb. Just like the homework I've given you a lot of you to do, right? Look at the difference between simple carbs and complex carb. A simple carb is going to do this to your blood glucose. A complex carb is going to do this. So I grabbed a couple things just to show you. A complex carb would look like this can of beans. On this can of beans, you can see that the carb count is 29 grams for half a cup of serving, right? That's a lot of carbs, but you know what? They are complex carbs. So they're not going to break down really quickly in your body. They're going to leave you feeling full longer, and it's going to do this to your blood glucose, okay? Here are some cookies. Don't ask where I got these from. Actually, my husband bought them. So this is even fewer carbs per serving. 2 cookies. 25 grams of carbs. The second ingredient is sugar. So it's going to bump up your blood glucose like this, creating a whole bunch of insulin in your body. That's the difference between a simple carb and a complex carb. The sugar content in these beans is 1, and the ingredients are, chickpeas. No sugar in here. Chickpeas, water, and salt. There's no simple carbs in here. There are tons of simple carbs in these cookies. Sugar, glucose, fructose, maple syrup, cornstarch, and stuff I can't pronounce. There's also wheat, soya, and milk ingredients in here. That's the difference. So I'm not worried about the carbs or the sugars you are getting from vegetable carbs like tomatoes. That's okay. Our body needs carbs. We can't go carb free. Our carbs are our main fuel source. We need them. But we don't need the simple carb, which is 80% of the food out there. This is the tomato paste, the diced tomatoes I throw in a couple times a week into my stir fries. It is 6 grams of carbs per serving, which is only half a cup. But it does have 3 sugars. Don't let that freak you out all the time because it's only got tomatoes and tomato juice and citric acid in it. So there's no simple carbs in there. It's the difference. We need carbs. Okay? So I hope that clarified a few things for you. You're changing your taste buds. The sugar, the taste buds on your tongue cover about 2/3 of your tongue. And that we have that little characteristic on our tongue because back in caveman days, the cavemen needed to learn how to decipher safe plants from poisonous plants. So our taste buds evolved so that the cavemen, if they tasted something bitter, they knew that it was poisonous. Now, that's not helping us in today's age. That's not something that we really need to decipher. But it affects us nonetheless because we have lots of sugar. Anyway, I can't think of the word, but anyway, we crave sugar and our body's not designed to be able to handle it. So we need to cut it out. Plain and simple. We need to cut it out. And that's what this program is going to do for you. My biggest fear is that you're going to get off this program in 6 weeks or 3 weeks if you make it that far. And you're going to go back to eating the foods that got you into trouble in the first place. And we can't. We need to recondition your body to like and crave different foods. Healthy foods, one ingredient foods, simple carbs. Okay, so I got to wrap this up right away with a little bit of a quote for you. I read this today and I thought it was awesome. So, when the only thing you see is success, the path is much more clearer. So what does that mean? If you are thinking of all the ways that you are going to fail on this, why you can't do it, why it's too hard, why you can't have sugar in your coffee, why you can't eat more salad, why, all these reasons I can't, that's resistance. And that is setting yourself up for failure. Of course you can. Of course you can. Is it what you want? No, it's not what I want. I don't want to take down 3 salads a day. No, who would, right? So, but I know how important greens are to me. Don't think I wouldn't really rather be eating chips and dip, because I absolutely sure would, and all the time. The old me, the new me, scarcely ever craves that. On occasion I will, but not very often. But when you think about all the ways this is going to make you better, more successful, think about those rewards. Don't think of your food in terms of punishment or rewards. Food is not. Food is fuel. End of story. End of story. So don't look at it as what you can't have. Think of what you are getting because of this. Better health. Some of the things I said at the beginning. Better energy. More confidence. You're going to stop craving those crap foods. And how glorious is that? So think about your successes with this. Think about all the great things that are going to come from it instead of all the things you're being deprived of, which is what? What are you being deprived of? Obesity, diabetes, high cholesterol, sugar that's hurting your body in so many ways. That's what you're being deprived of. Think about the things that are going to make you successful. Think about the success of this program. Think about your why. Think about the reasons you talked to me about in our one-on-one consult if we've had it. You want to see those changes and be who you told me that you wanted to be, or in your initial evaluations, then folks, you need to make changes. You can't try to solve the same problem with the same solution over and over again, which is, for the most part, eat less, exercise more, deprive myself of calories, eat once a day, try a whole bunch of shaky things and pills. And how's that been working for you? Probably as well as it worked for me. So take some time each week, prepare your food, shake off the I can't do this, I don't want to do this, I don't like this, I don't, that's not the way I usually do things, etc., and change it into a positive thought, positive language, all the reasons why this is going to be awesome for you, because it is. So I'm going to clock out here. It's almost up to 15 minutes. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of your family, set the example, be the example for your coworkers. Look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself every day, because you should. And I'm very, very proud of all of you. I do know how hard this is. And Does it get easier? Yeah, actually it does, because you feel so much better and it's worth it, and you're worth it. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good rest of week 1.